This is the Stockwell-Eldridge Show, giving you the real-time information you need to make educated decisions about buying and selling in the world-renowned Twin Cities. Now your hosts and real estate experts, Jason Stockwell and Dawn Eldridge.
Hello, Twin Cities. This is Dawn Eldridge. Welcome to the Stockwell-Eldridge Show. Today we have some special guests. In for Jason Stockwell is Chelsea Sunderland.
Good morning, everybody.
We have the fabulous Bob Wilkerson with Finance of America Mortgage.
Hi, everybody. I'm Bob, and my NMLS number is 107-5316. Thanks for having me.
And our extra special guest today is Dario Anselmo for House.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
Great. Thanks for coming. We're going to start with our market update. Chelsea, you want to get started with that?
Yeah, well, I think from everything that I've seen, spring has been everything that we thought it would be. We are getting multiple offers on every property. Some properties don't even make it officially on the market before we get somebody in there to buy it.
No,
And
it's been crazy. We've
it's
sold
nuts.
12 prior to market.
Yeah.
So far this year. And
Yeah, you can't make
4
that
months
stuff
into the
up.
year. I mean, that's 3 a month. It's great. It's been great. What we're seeing in the Twin Cities region is that new listings are up 0.5% from March from last year. And the median sale price
Because they're all being sold before they get on the market.
That's right. And the median sale price is up 5.7% in the Twin Cities region. That's phenomenal.
That's awesome.
On average, it's $12,000 a house,
Wow.
which is incredible. We have a little article from the Finance and Commerce about the Twin Cities pending home sales rise 12.6% in March. There's been a slight uptick in new listings across the 13-county metro area, and the time is right now to sell your house. Buyers are out there pounding the pavement. They need a place to live. So get with a great agent. You could certainly use us or one of your friends, someone you know.
Aunt, uncle, cousin.
Yeah.
But it's always nice to go with a team that's proven, which is obviously why we're here.
That's right.
Yeah, no, I think it's been amazing to see the reactions that we get. I mean, even when we're just sending messages out to people who are in the midst of their home search but aren't necessarily actively looking with an agent. You know, they're looking online and we say, hey, we have some properties that aren't on the market yet. Would you be interested? Everyone's like, yes, send them to me. What are they? Tell me all about them, you know, because I think, Bob, it was actually someone at your office was telling me that they were working with somebody and, you know, submitting the pre-qualifications on some 10 multiple offers or something like
it's
that.
crazy.
I mean, that's nuts.
I would actually say on average it's taking 4 property-specific approval letters
Wow.
to get somebody into a house because everything is going to multiples. So what I'm seeing is anybody that's in that 150, even up to 300 is in multiples.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had one in our office that it took 10 property-specific letters. So, and that's why we encourage people to work with a team, even a team of lenders as well as a team of realtors, because you need your lender to be on the spot to get you that letter right away so that you can make an offer when you need to and be in line with timing, because these homeowners are accepting offers quickly.
Well, and that pre-qualification then is more important than ever because it gives them the buying power. It guarantees to the seller, I can buy this house.
Right. And what we're actually doing is in these multiple offers, I'm actually calling the listing agent to tell them,
Really?
hey, we've got a full file on this person. They're a solid buyer, and we're just trying to help them strengthen that offer.
That's awesome. Dario, what are you seeing in the housing in Edina?
It's busy. It seems like there's always something going on in Edina with homes, new homes popping up, being listed, and people doing a lot of renovation of homes too. But they're buying old homes, which is what we just did, and they're taking them back and they're reclaiming them and sort of making them fit in. So that's something that's interesting to see more of, just besides the new homes that go up in the far suburbs and exurbs. It's great to see people revitalizing these homes that they take over. So it's been very active and exciting to see that.
Didn't you mention you're working on a home renovation right
We
now?
are. I'm lucky to be married to my wife, Jeannie, who's actually an interior designer, and we got pulled into something called the ASID Home Tour, which Minneapolis St. Paul Magazines does, and they pick one house, and 20 designers come in. You renovate your home. They help you do it. sort of
Wow.
exciting, a little scary, and sort of like having 20 wives or husbands all working on one project. So all the pluses and minuses of that.
So do they have free reign of the house? They decide what they're going to do, or do you get some input as to what you'll allow them to do?
They have free reign, but it's somewhat controlled. It'd be like in a controlled economy sort of thing here. It's a little bit managed. My wife being a designer helps, and I think that's the feature is a designer uses designers, and that's kind of helping it. So it'll be interesting to see how it works out. It's getting there. It's May 20th. It's got to be done. So we have to hurry up and get it all in place because a bunch of people are going to come over. They're going to do a big kickoff party, and we get to raise money for our community, which is another fun thing too.
Oh, that's nice.
Very neat.
Wow.
What kind of event will there be at the end? Is it, a party with just the people involved and maybe like a magazine shoot, or how does that all go?
They started off with a pretty big party. They'll bring in some music. I thought that was just because of my prior business, the Fine Line Music Cafe. Said, no, we do music all the time. We just want really good music this time. So they're working on that, and they tent it up, and it's they've got to get the buses to bring people in. They don't want to have a huge heavy footprint on the neighborhood. They want it to feel like sort of like the parade of homes normally, but it's a fun kickoff, and again, proceeds in our case go back to the Edina community to help students and people that are in sort of the lower economic status in Edina. So it's a win-win-win for us.
That is so neat. I didn't know much about that until you were kind of telling us about it. So it's pretty cool.
Are you able to decide where those proceeds go, or does ACED help decide where they're going to go?
It was a collaborative process. Ultimately, it got down to, and I'm plugged into a couple different education groups and boards. This one that in particular is the Edina Give and Go, and it said it targets the 10% of the students that are on sort of lunch assistance programs, helps them with getting access to to academic support, to the athletics and activities. So it's a neat program. They were excited to hear about that, and just knowing about the need that's out there in every community. And people are surprised sometimes that Edina has that. So they were very excited about that. There's a lot of great causes, but I think this one excited everyone.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah. So, and Dario, you're running for state representative.
That is correct. Yeah, in Edina.
And I read a little bit about you prior to the show, and it sounds like education is one of your big platforms.
It is. It dovetails well here with the whole idea of real estate, because that's always, I would imagine, one of the number one searches. How good are the schools?
Absolutely.
And Edina schools are wonderful, are very good, great. They're always in the top 5, it seems like, depending what the metrics are that you're measuring. We, of course, want to keep that. I've been involved in 2 different education boards, one of them that I'm still on. We have 3 kids in middle school there, so we're very active involved in it. But it's a statewide issue. I'm running for a statewide office, so I come out of Edina, and we need to make sure that those outcomes are doing better in other parts of the state and using the models that exist.
You have 3 middle schoolers?
We do. It's pretty crazy for us right now. 3 kids in middle
I am
school.
so sorry. I'm sure your children
Yeah.
are wonderful, but I know I
Yeah.
was an awful middle school age child. I seriously think that's the toughest age. How's it going for you?
It's a lot. Our kids are very good. They're I think we're patient with them, and they're patient with us.
That's good.
At other times, it seems like we're all running out of. We've got all the activities and sports and academics, and even thinking about college. It's one of these things that goes on, and trying to keep track of where we're at. It's nice. Edina is a great tight-knit community, so you kind of do know what's going on with everyone. So that is helpful. But we're in the spring sports season right now, and it's getting busy. Besides this little home project, and then my run for the State House of Representatives thrown on top of it.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a lot going on.
You got a lot going on in your house. So, Bob, do you offer renovation loans?
We do actually. Yeah, we've got a couple new options. We've got an FHA 203K option, which is the most popular, which is great for the Twin Cities. I think the fourth quarter numbers last year, there were only 38 FHA renovation loans done in the Twin Cities, which on a 3-month average, a little over 3 a month. That's really not that much, and we
Are you
need it.
serious?
Yeah,
That's really, I'm shocked by that. That's very low.
Well, and I think the reason for that is that a lot of people are scared of it. A lot of lenders aren't set up to support it, and that's where Finance of America has come in, and they've basically streamlined the process from both the loan officer side to actually the buyer's side. So what we do is we underwrite the file within the first 2 weeks of the contract. So
And underwriting in layman's terms is just making sure you have all your ducks in a row.
Correct. So anytime we do a pre-approval, we get a full file right off the bat so that we can do a 30-day close if we need to. Renovation takes a little longer, but basically, yeah, underwriting means that we've approved that buyer within the first 2 weeks. Then it's basically on them to get the bids for the renovations that they want to do. And the nice thing is we can do it anywhere from, carpet and painting to all the way up to you can tear the house down to the foundation and build over again.
What if they
Wow.
want to hire 10 or 20 designers?
Have them get their head checked.
What do you think? What do you think?
It's certainly doable, but it's all, you have to have a general for something
Right.
like that and things like. So the more people you have involved, the more restrictive it can be in terms of who's answering the questions. But we do try to make it as easy as possible. And actually, we're hoping to have the conventional renovation program here within the next 3 months. So that'll open up a little bit higher loan amount. Obviously, FHA has their stringent requirements from a county limit, but
That's great.
What is that loan cap for FHA?
for FHA, it's only $326,000
Okay.
in the Twin Cities metro area. But if we can move it up to conventional, you got 417, and then actually, if it's a 2-unit property, primary residence, we can actually go a little higher than that. And I don't know the specific. I believe it's a little bit over 500. So for conventional, so.
That'd be great if you find a house that needs a lot of work.
Well, and it's one of those things with even first-time home buyers where it's like they're finding that property that's going into multiples that's not perfect for them,
Sure.
but might just need a little TLC. And if we can talk them through it and show them that it's a good fit, that you can have that dream home for a little bit more work, just a little bit, works out really well.
So when people come in about those types of loans, are they like, listen, I've seen Property Brothers and I want what they do? Do people say that to you? Do they talk to you about any of those shows?
We get that sometimes, but most of the time when somebody's coming in for a renovation loan, they're actually pretty scared because nobody's talking to them about it or nobody even offers it because it's been known as a headache loan. And that's why with our company, it's been great and kind of refreshing to say, you guys should be out there talking with every borrower and every real estate agent about this program because we've made it easier on people, and it's great for the Twin Cities because we've got a large portion of our homes are aging.
Well, and we have a lot of great homes in the area that just need some fixing up to make them livable, but we want to keep the history of the area.
Correct.
So.
Correct.
All right. We'll be back shortly with more with Dario, Chelsea, Dawn, and Bob.
Just need some renovation and a lot of TLC.